Hey guys, Josh Henkin here, creator of the DVRT Ultimate Sandbag Core Training Systems, along with physical therapist Jessica Bento. What we're going to do today is break down the rotational lunge a little bit. It's a phenomenal exercise, but sometimes there seems to be a big leap for people from one version to another. For example, most people can patter down the basic rotational lunge, but when they add speed, things really fall apart. Speed is actually one of the last variables that we introduce, and we're going to give you 3 actual drills that you can do before you introduce too much speed in the rotational lunge. So just so we know that the first thing we do is we work on that rotational lunge pattern being really solid. So Jessica's going to just alternate legs really slow, going from side to side. Common mistakes that people make is they don't bend that back knee and they can't remain a vertical torso. You need to really get a good bend out of that back knee. You just want to come just short of touching through the ground. Her eyes stay straight ahead. There's just a slight rotation through her thoracic spine. Nice, Jess. And a lot of people can spend a good amount of time in that position working really on pauses in the bomb position and increasing load over time. However, something else we can do is change the load position as we do in our DVRT system. So Jessica's going to do one power clean. She's getting in the front load position. Now, changing up the leverage point, now when she does the same movement, she's going to add just a slight bit of rotation. There you go. Again, with the thoracic spine, not the lumbar spine. So notice how she's not really looking over. She's not trying to rotate a great deal. Just enough to throw a little lateral stabilization into the movement pattern. Nice, Jess. So again, we can work on pausing. We can work on increasing load over time. The last one is the one a lot of people miss, which is the snatch position. So again, changing the lever arm allows us to really challenge the movement pattern without necessarily changing the load. So grabbing the snatch grip, she's going to power up. Now, the reason I like the snatch grip, you can also use the press grip while weight on the fist, is this actually pulls us into a little bit of extension, so it's a little bit easier than having the weight upon the fist. So now when she does it, again, just a slight bit, we're watching for her to actually squeeze her shoulder blades, so the weight shouldn't really come that much forward when she goes into position. We're really opening up some nice fascial lines, we're getting some nice diagonal patterning, and we're working on shoulder thoracic mobility and strength at the same time. So if you use these 3 variations, you can really build upon that rotational lunge to the point where you can start introducing speed after you master these 3 levels.